Morning, Loz. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Amazed. Great
Amazed.
weekend. Big weekend.
Really?
I did much. I said to you on Friday I got nothing on.
Oh, it's always the way, isn't it? When you have no plans, you have like the biggest weekend ever.
Well, I don't know if it's the biggest weekend ever, but it was a good weekend. I got out and about, ate some food, as you know I'm going to tell you about.
Please don't.
But you know what I've done today to make it really quick for everyone? I'm going to talk, when we do on radio, we do 30-second reads.
Okay,
I've written it down, okay?
Okay, go.
So Saturday went to Epilogue, then went to Casa Nostra for dinner. I went to Stanley Chasm, went up on the Lookout, the brand new, for me, I hadn't done that before, it was great. Had lunch with friends on Sunday, then went shopping, did some gardening, and then went to Saltbush last night.
Fantastic. Look at that.
Do you like that?
I love that.
I should work in radio maybe.
I've planned nothing like that, but let's see if I can just on the fly
Go on.
do the same thing.
Give me a 30.
Okay, so Friday night went to a wedding. It was at Epilogue. It was absolutely beautiful, amazing, on the rooftop, venue, sensational. Brooke and Nathan, bartenders at Epilogue, FYI.
Congrats.
I've never seen bartenders be so on point. It was
good,
actually insane. Like, I'm talking like...
I DJ there sometimes.
I'm talking like making cocktails whilst pouring other drinks. Like, it was insane. Anyway, I'm getting off track with my 30 seconds already. And then on Saturday, I was just peopled out, so I did absolutely nothing. Didn't touch my phone, didn't leave my house, etc. And then yesterday, Mr. Loz took me for brunch, which was absolutely beautiful at the locals, and then just caught up with the in-laws for the rest of the day and had a nice, relaxing evening in.
Yes, I like the locals.
Was that 30 seconds?
Yeah, I think you did it pretty right.
I got stuck on Epilogue because I did want to mention.
But you wanted to mention.
I did want to mention.
Nathan's great. I know.
Yeah,
Nathan.
and they just did such a good job, considering that it was like obviously a private event, and they just did so well. Like, for a long time, Nathan was at the bar on his own,
isn't it? I think. I do feel that when I go up there, I could be anywhere in the world up there.
It's just beautiful, especially I really enjoyed the fact that because it was a private event and it was a bit decorated for the wedding, like there was like tea light candles everywhere and like fairy lights.
Did you take some photos?
No. Well, not ones, no.
Not ones that you can show?
No, I can show you, but I just meant like I'm not going to, you know what I mean? It's someone's private wedding.
Oh, no. I was just going to say, like, if I could have a look and see how it was decorated, because
it was so beautiful.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine that being a wedding kind of reception venue.
It was just gorgeous, and so I just want to say, FYI, a big congratulations to Blake and Talia, because they were the ones that got married. So, congrats.
So that was the wedding.
Yes.
Oh, it wasn't one of the engagement thingies. It was the actual wedding.
Yeah, so it was like a wedding party. They had done like a ceremony, like a private ceremony, and then they just had like a party, but it was still like a proper wedding.
So the private ceremony, people didn't go to.
No, that was just and they had like, I'm sure they had their family or whatnot.
Core.
Yeah, and then at Epilogue upstairs on the rooftop, it was their reception, and it was just gorgeous. They did like the cake and the first dance and all the rest of it, and the bride wore this beautiful like black wedding dress. It was just, it suited her.
Black?
Yes, it looked stunning.
I've got to see that too.
It was.
Can you show me that too?
Potentially,
not
yes.
on it. We're not going to publish these things, but
she just looked absolutely beautiful, and it was just such a fantastic evening. It was just so nice.
Oh, it sounds like we both had a good weekend.
Yeah.
It's good.
And then
Locals for Brunch is great. I was there last weekend, as I mentioned on here. If anyone remembers, probably not, but I had brunch there last weekend.
I really liked it. I love a brunch because I'm not a breakfast person, but I love breakfast food.
Yeah, well, me too. That's what we did at Epilogue on Saturday. I got there a bit too late for the breakfast menu, so I got there about 11:30, 12 o'clock, and they said we're in the lunch menu. But then on the lunch menu, they've got this kind of breakfast muffin-y thing. Yep. So I had that instead, and it was bacon and egg, and it was yummy.
Yeah, no.
Now I'm hungry.
Yeah, now I'm hungry too.
We need a coffee lady out here too.
That's Wednesdays.
No, and she's coming Thursday this week. Remember?
Oh, well, there you go, Thursday. It's only Monday.
I know. How are we going to get through?
On a prayer.
Well, that's how we normally do it, isn't it? I mean, look. But yeah, good weekend. Stanley Chasm Lookout. That's amazing. I hadn't done that before. I've been up to Stanley Chasm itself.
But you haven't done the Lookout?
No, but I did that. For me, it was a little bit challenging in terms of the walking, because it's kind of...
It's a bit of a
steep.
hike.
Yeah, it's by the time I got up, you go up a bit, then you go across, you go flat for a bit, then you go up another bit. And each time I went up those bits, I was puffed out. I thought I was reasonably fit, but I don't think I'm that fit at all now.
There are so many beautiful hiking trails around Central Australia. We're in such a unique position here.
I say it every time, we've got to get out more. Like we all sit here and swan around the the cafes and restaurants and the shops.
Speak for yourself.
We all swan around the town, but then we forget that we're in the middle of absolute wonder.
Yeah.
It's amazing. The McDonnell Ranges are incredible. It's just nice to get out in the road yesterday, only a short drive, and then try something different, like not go into the usual spot for Stanley Chasm or whatever. And the Stanley Chasm walk, as we know, is quite easy and flat. This is almost like those Larapinta Trail type walks. You've got to climb up the hills. You've got to put your hands on the ground sometimes to steady yourself,
Yeah, that's
And the
it.
people I was with, they were surprisingly fit and agile and was bounding ahead of me. And I decided I'm not going to rush, because 1 foot forward in the wrong spot and I'm not coming to work for about a month, because I'm going to roll down that hill and I'm going to be lucky if I make it back alive, So because it's
You'll be right. You just might have been on crutches or in a cast. I mean, I've done the
or
show.
if I hit my head on something, I'm not coming back at all.
Yeah, well,
so
that's
you just got
true.
to take it easy.
You do.
And when you get up there, that lookout is amazing. It just
Worth the risk.
yeah, but it's not risky that much. You just take your time. You don't run down the hills. You don't run back up again. Just watch I'm watching my feet the whole time, putting the foot strong. And then if I get to a rock where I'm a bit of a dag, if I get to that point where it's a little bit hard to get down, I sit down and sit myself down. I learned this when I was a kid, so I still do that. My family are crazy bushwalking people, right? My dad and his wife, and so I've always been out on bushwalks from a young age, but I have also hurt myself a number of times, and I know how that feels to fall over and graze your knees or whatever. So I kind of now am very, very extra careful. One we used to do, one we did once was, because they moved up to the Dandenong Ranges. They lived in a place called Baronia, which is on the edge of Melbourne. And Mount Dandenong, which is where the big transmitters all are, that's a big mountain on the edge of Melbourne. And they've got a trail down the middle of Mount Dandenong where you can just get down and go down, right? You can go from the top to the bottom, or you can walk up it too. I'm sure that's pretty... So, obviously if you drive up there, you've got to go windy roads all the way around. But there's a quick walking track that goes straight up from the bottom to the top. And I would have been probably, mid-primary school when we decided we were going to go. It was on dusk. It was sort of heading towards dark time. And I literally slid down the whole mountain because I was that nervous about falling and whatever. So we almost, you probably could have given us a piece of cardboard and slid down the mountain, because it was, what Melbourne's like, it was winter and it was wet and it was muddy and the whole thing. So came back absolutely filthy. Straight into the bath, kids straight into the bath.
See, I was that kid that did that on purpose. Like, I was the kid that, so we had, like, my grandparents had a farm. We were always, doing the same thing, going through the bush and all the rest of it. And that was the type of thing that myself and the cousins would be like, oh, we found this really steep hill. Why don't we get the hose on it? And
turn it into a mud trap.
That's the type of thing we did on purpose.
Well, anyway, have we got a cliffhanger?
No.
No, we'll find something to talk about. We always do. Look at this. We talked about mountains and hiking. Goodness gracious.
I know.
There's a lot of that to be done. Camping as well. You could go camping. There's I saw people camping yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a good time of the year. It's not too hot, but then it's going to get too hot. But at the moment, it's a little bit cool.
September's a good time for camping.
I think September's a great time. I'm thinking maybe I should go back to the Rock and have another look at the Rock in September sometime.
Good idea.
I'll have to get out there a bit. All right, we're coming up to news time, and we'll be back with more chatting in the Ramble soon here on Sun 969.